recording. So, my dear students, Yesenia, Crystal, let's get ready to start and let me explain you what we're going to do today. So please pay attention and let me explain you with the next activity, okay? So hold on. Since you remember yesterday, we started checking about the adverbs of frequency. You remember adverbs of frequency? Those are words that we can use in order to express how often we do each activity. Okay? Remember how often we do each activity, okay? Do you remember, tell me, Crystal, do you remember the adverbs of frequency? Can you tell me three adverbs of frequency that you remember?
Always, never, or sometimes.
Excellent. Always, never, sometimes. And the other three, do you remember, Yesenia?
Rarely, usually, and often.
Very good. Excellent. Remember, these words, we use them to express the frequency that we do something. Always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, or never. Yep, let me share you, and we're going to remember all of them, okay? Okay, always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, or never. Often, usually, always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never. Remember, my dear students, pay attention here. In some cases, as you can see here, we are going to have these adverbs of frequency. And remember, some of them have a similar meaning. For example, usually and often have a similar meaning, so usually and often. But for example, sometimes, rarely, and never, yeah, they are kind of difficult to get because they have a different meaning, okay, according to each one. So let's carry on and let me explain you the next activity, okay? I am going to show you an action on the screen and you are going to answer just with one of these words. I am going to ask you to all of you, Yesenia, Crystal, hi Divania, hi Daniela, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Daniela,
Yes,
Divania?
teacher.
Yes? Okay, so what you're gonna do, as I told you, I am going to show you an action and you need to answer using one of these adverbs of frequency. Choose one, okay? Solo uno. Choose one. Remember, always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, or never. So let's start from the beginning. The first is read a book. Tell me, please, how often do you read a book? Todos, please, remember, todos tienen que participar. Díganme un adverb of frequency. ¿Con qué frecuencia? How often do you read a book?
Always.
Sometimes.
Yes. Crystal, sometimes. What about you, Mateo? Hi, Daniela, Divania. How often do you read a book?
Usually.
Usually, nice. What about you, Mateo? Kiara? Okay, let's continue to the next. Tell me, please, all of you, how often do you play video games? How often do you play video games? Tell me, please.
Sometimes.
Crystal, sometimes. Yesenia, Daniela, Divania, Mateo,
Sometimes.
sometimes.
Never.
Never, okay. Super, continue to the next. Tell me, my dear students, how often do you go to the cinema? How often do you go to the cinema?
Sometimes.
Mateo, sometimes. Daniela, Jesse, Divania, Crystal,
Usually.
usually.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Rarely.
Rarely. Mhm.
Rarely.
Rarely. Nice. Continue to the next. That's going to be a little bit more difficult, okay? I want to know and I need you to be honest. Tell me, please, how often do you go cycling?
Never.
Crystal, Jesse, Danny, Mateo,
Rarely.
rarely.
Sometimes.
Rarely.
Sometimes. Crystal,
Es que no sé cómo se pronuncia rarely. Es que como que se
rarely.
me dificulta. ¿Sí?
Rarely. Rarely. Yes. Ahí sí, debes quedarte con la papa en la boca, ¿no? Como diríamos. Rarely. Rarely. Repeat, can you see it? Rarely.
Entonces sería rarely.
Very good. Excellent. Rarely. Rarely. Nice. Continue to the next. You tell me. That's going to be difficult. No, that's going to be easy. Tell me, my dear students, each one of you, how often do you do judo?
Never.
Mateo, never. Danny, Yesenia,
Never.
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 Very good. It's not so popular, ¿no? Creo que no es un deporte tan popular aquí.
Never.
Never. Never, never, never. Y veamos el siguiente. Let's change to the next. Creo que ahí sería lo opposite. Tell me, my dear students, how often do you listen to music?
Often.
Mhm.
Usually.
Usually. Jesse, Mateo,
Always.
always.
Always. Always.
Always. Excellent, right? We love music. Incluso aunque no quisiéramos, even when we don't want to, también, no, we also listen to music. A veces cuando pasamos por un local, a veces cuando vamos en el bus, a veces cuando estamos en la house mismo, estamos en otro cuarto y nuestra familia, or mom, or dad, they are listening to music. So I believe this is something that we do often, usually, and always. Yes, excellent. Y con ese finalizamos, we finish. How often do you work out?
Teacher, sería como hacer ejercicio, ¿no?
Excellent. Workout means hacer ejercicio, ¿no? Ir al gym, por ejemplo. Workout.
En mi caso sería usually.
Usually, nice. What about you, Crystal,
Usually.
Divania, Mateo?
Usually.
Usually.
Usually, nice. In my case, I gotta be honest, rarely. Este año, this year, actually rarely. El anterior año, last year, sí iba al gym. I used to go to the gym quizás 3, 4 veces a la semana, pero este año, this year, me pasaron full cosas y me he descuidado del workout. Así que, this year, rarely, poquito, no rarely. I rarely work out. Perfect. So, my dear students, excellent. We got it about the adverbs of frequency. I believe that this is clear. This is clear the way that we express the frequency that we do something in English using the adverbs of frequency. So let's get ready and let me explain you what we're gonna do right now. So here you go. Today, my dear students, share you the document where we have the unit 3. Yeah, I believe this is complete. We already got, my dear students, vocabulary about daily routines and adverbs of frequency. This is clear. Today, we are going to focus on technology in our lives, and we are going to remember the way that we can express possessions. We are going to remember the way that we can express possessions. A possession, remember, no es una posesión demoníaca, no? Pay attention. A possession is something that you have. For example, this is my possession. This is my possession. This is something that I have. So today we are going to remember the way that we can express possessions. So let's get ready to the first part, learning about vocabulary related to technology. Technology vocabulary, this is what we are going to start learning, okay? So how we're going to do this? I am going to show you some pictures. I am going to show you a definition. You are going to read the definition, and according to what you read, you need to tell me what technology item, what technology object is it? Okay, so I need all your collaboration and you're gonna help me with this, okay? I need all your collaboration and you are going to help me to check this. So let's start with Crystal. Crystal, please, you're gonna read the first sentence. Read, please. Crystal, Intriago, can you hear me? Read, please.
Yeah. You hold this in your hand. You move it to use a computer.
What is this?
The mouse.
Mouse, excellent. We use it to move. We move it to use the computer. Excellent.
Mouse.
Continue, please, to the next. I need your help. Yesenia, Yesenia, read, please.
Microphone.
Excellent. This can make your voice louder. You have to read, no? Remember, you have to read and then tell me. Microphone. Microphone.
Microphone.
Excellent. Continue to the next. Read, please. You can do it. Divania. Divania, please read.
Solo una cosita, que ando un poquito mala de la voz.
No worries. Leemos bajito. Si te escuchamos, okay? It's okay.
This is used especially for taking photos. It is not a phone or tablet.
What is this? What do we use for taking photos?
I think camera.
Camera. Excellent.
Camera.
Very good. Super. Carry on. Continue, please. Mateo. Read, please. Read.
It is No sé cómo se dice en inglés, dice.
Read, pero tienes que leer, ¿no? You have to read the definition.
Ah, the part of a computer that you look at. eh,
How is in
es el,
Spanish?
el monitor.
In English is the same. Monitor,
Monitor.
Ah,
monitor. Okay, super. Continue, please. Let's carry on now with Daniela. Daniela, read, please.
This this can charge for iPhone battery.
Mhm. What is this? We can use it to charge your phone's battery. Really important. This is a charger.
Phone charger.
Charger. Okay, we're gonna do one more round. Okay, go please. I need your reading again. Crystal, read please and tell me what is it.
And use this to play video games. Play game, no sé cómo se llamaría. Video
How do you
games.
say in
Oh,
Spanish?
video games. O sea, sí, como consola.
Excellent. Console.
Console.
Games console.
Console.
Console. Very good. Lo mismo, ¿no? Console, console. Thank you. Continue, please. I need your help. You're going to read now, Yesenia. Read, please.
You can plug in to share or copy information is USB.
USB. Excellent. USB stick.
USB stick.
Okay, super. Continue one more time, Divania. Please, Divania, read.
This could be a CD or DVD.
Excellent. Disc. Cada vez menos usado, ¿no? Each time less used. El disc. Because now we use more the USB or you use the email, the drive, but we don't use more the DVD, okay? So,
Disc.
okay, go please, read, Mateo. Read, please.
you use this to tell and listen to people over the internet. It is audífonos.
Excellent. In English is headset or headphone.
Headset.
Okay, headset or headphones, right? Headphones. Very good, excellent. And the last one, please, I need your help. Let's go with Daniela and we finish. Read, please, Daniela.
This is used to turn green on that off.
¿Cómo se llama? What is this? You can tell me in Spanish.
El interruptor.
Excellent. Switch.
Switch.
Switch. Ojo que no es el trago, ¿no? Pay attention, is not the drink. Switch significa interruptor. Switch. Excellent. Muy bien, chicos. Thank you so much. I believe that you are very, very good at technology vocabulary, and I am sure that you know. So, what are we going to do in this moment, please? Everybody, I need you to turn on your cameras. Vamos a encender las cámaras. Turn on your cameras. And you are going to show me just one. Just one technology item that you have in your room or in your house. Okay? Solo uno. Un objeto de tecnología, one technology object that you have in your room. Okay? I start. Can you see it? I got this. Todos, please, everybody. Turn on your cams, enciendan las cámaras y van a buscarlo. You're gonna search it. Okay? Excellent. Yes, Divania, super. The cell phone. Crystal, the cell phone. Yes. Era el más predecible, ¿no? The most predictable. What about you, Jesse, Mateo? Tell me, what technology item do you have? Ok, vamos a usar de ejemplo, we're going to use as an example, el que yo les indiqué, the one that I show you, y el que Crystal o Divania, ¿era Divania o Daniela? Was it Divania or Daniela? It was Daniela, right? Sorry, Daniela, yes? Vamos a, let's go with that. So, my dear students, we are going to remember the way that we can express possessions in English. To express possessions in English, we have 3 easy ways. The first one, don't you forget, this is something that we learned a long time ago. It was Osmar's smartwatch. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of the apostrophe and the S? Osmar's smartwatch. ¿Qué significaba esa coma, el apostrophe y la S? What is the meaning of this?
Is
Se usa para decir que es de propiedad.
Very good, ok. Sí, me dicen teacher, no significaba Osmar es. En este caso, ¿tendría sentido decirle Osmar es smartwatch? No, también lo usamos para referirnos a una property. La traducción sería el reloj smart de Osmar, ¿no? El reloj inteligente, porque smart es inteligente, ¿no? Yes, remember, means possession. That means possession, something that I have. For example, Crystal's cell phone. Crystal's cell phone, el celular de Crystal. Crystal's cell phone. Remember, possession. That is something that you have. That you have, that belongs to you. Esa es la primera forma que aprendimos, super easy y super simplificado, ¿no? Si lo ven, en English simplemente la apostrophe y la S y nada más, no more. No es como en Spanish que decimos, el celular de Crystal, el reloj inteligente de Osmar. Incluso los ecuatorianos acostumbramos a decir de la Crystal, ¿no? Doble artículo para el objeto y para la persona, right? Pero recuerden, en English, así de simple es solo Crystal's cell phone. The other way, otra forma, the other way that we can tell, that we can express possession is using the verb have. In my case, I have a laptop. What is the meaning of I have? I have a laptop.
yo tengo una laptop.
That's easy, okay? Yo tengo una laptop. I have a laptop. Yo tengo una laptop. Remember, the verb have means tener, poseer, pertenecer, no? I have a laptop. That means that that laptop belongs to me. I have a laptop. The other one, there you are. Con el mismo verb, pero conjugado conjugator, remember we use has. For example, Daniela has an iPhone. Right? Lo mismo, Daniela tiene un iPhone. Daniela has an iPhone. Here we have the verb has. I have a laptop. Daniela has an iPhone. Remember the use of the verb have or has to express a possession, something that you have. Right? So any question, please, you tell me. Jesse, Crystal, Divania, Mateo, Daniela, no? Facilito, ¿no es cierto? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, of course. Crystals, Osmars, Mateos, Divanias, remember they, no? That is the possession. Ahora, ¿cuál es la otra forma? What is the other way that we can use in order to express possession? Es algo muy parecido al have, pero además del have, tenemos que utilizar otra palabra, another word. I have a laptop. También lo podemos expresar como I've got a laptop. ¿Y qué significa? Yo tengo una laptop. Es exactamente lo mismo. Is exactly the same. I've got a laptop. Yo tengo una laptop. I've got a laptop. Yo tengo una laptop. Right? I've got a laptop. Me dicen teacher, ¿y cuándo utilizo cuál? ¿Cuándo utilizo I have y cuándo utilizo I've got? Remember, it all depends on you. Depende de ustedes. Las dos representan exactamente lo mismo. They are exactly the same. They mean a possession. A possession, something that you have. I have a laptop. I've got a laptop. Daniela has an iPhone. Daniela's got an iPhone. Ok, Daniela tiene un iPhone. Okay, remember this is the way that it works. I've got, Daniela's got. I've got, Daniela's got. Okay, Jesse, Crystal, Divania, Mateo, any question? Recuerden simplemente al has que habíamos aprendido, al have o al has que habíamos aprendido antes, le añadimos el got y representa exactamente lo mismo. No tengo. I've got, Daniela's got. I've got, Daniela's got. Okay. Ahora bien, well, my dear students, para hacer preguntas, in order to make questions, aquí viene un poquito la diferencia, ¿ok? Tell me, vamos a ver, Crystal, ¿cómo preguntarías en English, por ejemplo, hey, ¿tienes o tú tienes una consola? ¿Cómo formularías esta question in English, Crystal?
Diría como que, hey, do you have a console?
Excellent. Do you have a console? Do you have a console? The way that we learn, como aprendimos a formular preguntas, remember, es con el auxiliary do. Do you have a console? ¿Tienes una consola? Do you have a console? ¿Tienes una consola? But my dear students, para formular preguntas using el have got or has got, hay una pequeñísima diferencia, a little difference. We change the order and the have goes at the beginning. So we don't say, do you have a console? We say, have you got? Have you got a console? Have you got a console? As you can see, there was a change. We use have and we use got. Have you got a console? ¿Tienes una consola? Have you got a console? ¿Tienes una consola? Okay? Do you have a console or have you got a console? Tell me, Crystal, have a question.
What is different? This I used got and I used do you have?
All right, my dear students, the only difference is do you have is more used in American English in the USA. And have you got, you're gonna use it more in the UK. Is exactly the same. Remember, that means a possession. So remember, you can use any of them. There is no difference. ¿Tienes una consola? Do you have a console? Have you got a console? ¿Tienes una consola? Okay? So that is the only difference. Okay, Crystal?
O sea que in this, o sea, en las mismas situaciones se pueden utilizar cualquiera de esas preguntas.
Very good, okay? If you go to New York, to Los Angeles, to Texas, you're gonna hear, do you have? But if you go to London, to Liverpool, to Dublin, you're gonna hear, have you got? Okay, that is the only difference, but they are exactly the same, a possession. Yes, Crystal, got it?
Yes, teacher, thank you.
Very good. Any other question? ¿Alguna otra pregunta, please? Any other question? Ok, hemos visto en positive and question, pero nos falta en negative, okay? The only thing that is missing is negative, so let's go with that. Here you are. For negative, remember, we need to identify the auxiliary done or doesn't. In the first case, we're going to change it to negative. For example, I have a laptop, positive. I don't have a laptop, negative. Because remember, don't is negative. I don't have a laptop, negative. Daniela has an iPhone. What is the auxiliary for Daniela? Tell me, please. Do you remember? Doesn't. Daniela doesn't have a laptop. Yes, no se vayan a olvidar, y si es que se olvidaron ya, repasemos, okay? Let's check it out. The auxiliary for negative, doesn't. Daniela doesn't have a laptop. Daniela no tiene una laptop. Right? That is in the first case. Y en el caso de have got y has got, remember we just changed with haven't. I haven't got a laptop. Yo no tengo una laptop. I haven't got a laptop. Yo no tengo una laptop. Y en el caso de Daniela, sería Daniela hasn't got a laptop. Daniela no tiene una laptop, ¿no? Daniela no tiene una laptop. Daniela hasn't got a laptop. This is negative. Negative hasn't. Yes, Divania, Daniela, Mateo, Crystal, Jessim, any question? Ok. Es momento de su parte favorita de la clase. Listening. I need you to focus right now because we're going to do a listening activity, okay? What do we have to do? Let me share you now. Here it goes. We are going to listen to 3 people. Don, Bella, and Chris. Don, Bella, and Chris. So, what do we have to do? My dear students, we have to listen, first of all, what gadgets have they got? That means what technology item have they got? Computer, cell phone, camera, tablets, a smartwatch, it could be any. You just need to listen and complete a table according to what we listen. And then, my dear students, we are going to identify the frequency. How often they use that device. Always, never, usually, often, rarely, never. This is what we're going to listen now, okay? We are going to combine what we learned yesterday of adverbs of frequency with all what we learned today of technology. So, are you ready? Yes? Tell me, please, are you ready? Yesenia, Crystal, Divania, Mateo, yes or no?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Listen, remember, and complete. Technology to the left, frequency to the right. So here we go. Let's get ready.
Track 1.68. Conversation 1.
So tell me, Don, have you got a smartphone?
Yes, I've got my daughter's phone. She's got a new phone, so I've got her old one.
Do you use it a lot?
No, never. Well, sometimes, but not very often.
Why not?
I don't know, really. If I'm at home, I use the house phone. If I go out, I don't want to chat to people or send texts. I just want to be quiet. So no, in fact, I usually leave my phone at home. I don't want to lose it.
Conversation 2.
So, Bella, have you got a computer?
Yes, of course. In fact, I've got 2, a PC and a laptop.
Do you use them both?
Oh, yes, all the time. I use the PC for studying mainly and also for downloading films. And I use the laptop when I go to university or when I study in the library.
Conversation 3.
Have you got a digital camera?
Yes, I have. It takes really good photos, but I don't use it very often, just for special photos. I've also got a smartphone, of course, and usually I take photos on that, like holiday photos or photos of friends. The photos are okay, but they're not fantastic.
Track 1.69.
So let's identify my dear students, and I need your participation, all of you, please, from the very beginning. Let's start with Don. Tell me, what have he got? What technology item has he got, Don? No, listen again. Let's go again with conversation 1, okay? You need to identify what technology item does he have or has he got. Here we go.
Track 1.68. Conversation 1.
So tell me, Don, have you got a smartphone?
Yes, I've got my daughter's phone. She's got a new phone, so I've got her old one.
Do you use it a lot?
No, never. Well, sometimes.
Tell me, what technology item has he got?
Is smartphone.
Very good, okay? Smartphone. Smartphone, that is smartphone. And how often does he use it? Always, usually, never. What did you listen?
Never or usually.
Never. At the beginning, he said never, right? But then he changed his answer. Listen again. Listen again. Here we go.
No, never. Well, sometimes, but not very often.
Why not?
All right. Never, and then he says sometimes. At first, he says never, and then he changed his answer and he says sometimes. Okay, smartphone, here we go. The first one, it was never, and then he changed to sometimes. Okay, very good. That was the first one with Don. Let's continue now listening to Bella. Here we go. Let's listen to Bella.
I don't know, really. If I'm at home, I use the house phone. If I go out, I don't want to chat to people or send texts. I just want to be quiet. So no, in fact, I usually leave my phone at home. I don't want to lose it.
Conversation 2.
So, Bella, have you got a computer?
Yes, of course. In fact, I've got two, a PC and a laptop.
Do you use them both?
Oh, yes, all the time.
Tell me, in the case of Bella, what technology item has she got?
Laptop.
She mentioned two, laptop and
A PC.
PC. Excellent. PC and laptop. She's got two, a PC and a laptop. Tell me, did she say how often does she use it? Listen again.
You use them both?
Oh, yes, all the time. I use the PC for studying mainly and also for downloading films. And I use the laptop when I go to university or when I study in the library.
Okay, in the case of frequency, how often?
She mentioned all the time. Sería como always.
Excellent. All the time is a similar expression to always. Siempre, no? All the time, always. Always. Very good. Let's go finally to Chris. Let's listen what technology item does he got. Here we go.
Conversation 3.
Have you got a digital camera?
Yes, I have. It takes really good photos, but I don't use it very often, just for special photos. I've also got a smartphone, of course, and usually I take photos on that, like holiday photos or photos of friends. The photos are okay, but they're not fantastic.
Okay, tell me, my dear students, what technology item did you listen?
The camera, they often usually.
The digital camera, excellent, the digital camera. And the frequency is usually, are you sure or no? Listen again, no worries. Here we go.
Very often, just for special photos. I've also got a smartphone, of course, and usually I take photos on that, like holiday photos or photos of friends. The photos are okay, but they're not fantastic.
All right, I believe this is that happen nowadays, right? Most of people use the camera on the phone because right now I may tell you the quality of the pictures is better. In the past, the quality of the smartphones, it was very, very bad. But nowadays, you are able to take good pictures using your cell phone. So he says, not very often. No muy a menudo, okay? He prefers taking photos using his camera. The camera on his cell phone, not the digital camera. Yep, very good. So let's get ready. And just to finish for today, we are going to complete the table using what we learned today. The use of have you got, hasn't got, for positive, for negative, and for question. Let's start with I. Remember, this is the rule. For I, you, we, and they, the auxiliary, what is it? Is it have or has? Tell me.
The first, I have.
Excellent. I have, or the contraction, we can also use the contraction I've. I've got her old phone. Okay, for positive. What is for negative? ¿Cuál es para negativo, please? I need your help, come on. Come on, my dear students, vamos allá lo último y con esto terminamos. Ya, please, your participation. ¿Cuál es el negativo? What is the negative? Lo acabamos de aprender. What is it?
Doesn't.
Haven't. Ajá. Haven't. Para el otro auxiliary, el doesn't, muy bien. Pero para este, cuando tenemos aquí el got, remember, es haven't. I haven't got a PC. Y para la question, remember, simplemente cambiamos, we change the order, and we put the auxiliary have at the beginning. Have you got a computer at home? Have you got a computer at home? We just changed the order. And in the other cases, you tell me, she, he, what is the auxiliary? Let's start with positive. What is the auxiliary for positive? She.
She has.
Excellent. Or the contraction, she's. She's got. Remember, has is the contraction, she's got, for positive. What about negative? What is it?
Hasn't.
Hasn't. Excellent. Super. He hasn't got his phone. And finally, has. For the question, we just change the order. Has she got a new camera? ¿Tiene ella una nueva cámara? Has she got a new camera? ¿Tiene ella una nueva cámara? As you can see, that is the only difference. Okay, so my dear students, any question? ¿Alguna pregunta, please? Have you got any question? Or no questions?
I have a question.
Yeah, Yesenia?
Teacher, in negative, por ejemplo, en el positivo solo se pone la S. En negativo también podemos poner solo la S, la N y la T.
Hasn't. Así como le ves aquí, hasn't.
Okay, thanks.
Excellent. Remember, we can use the contraction. And it is better to use the contraction. You're gonna realize that gringos, that native speakers, they prefer saying in contraction. I haven't got, he hasn't got. Okay, very, very fast. Thank you. Any other question? Daniela, Mateo, Divania, no?